Rock and roll may live forever, but we only retire once. Kevin Lamour of Our Financial Plans and Quadris Investment Services offers a large range of financial solutions from some of the biggest leaders in the investment and insurance landscape of Canada. See how a solid financial plan built with friendly and professional advice can help. Find out more at ourfinancialplans.ca or give them a call at 705-949-1316. And welcome to another episode of the Lonesome Cowboy Podcast. My name is Brian Tremblay, your host, and my guest today is a young lady that I got to know a little bit and play a couple of shows with. She is from North Bay, Ontario, and this is Rose-Erin Stokes. Hi, Rose.
Hello, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Rose, you're hyphenated. Rose, do you prefer Rose-Erin or do you just like Rose? Is Rose okay?
Yeah, you can just call me Rose, but my artist name and my actual name is Rose-Erin Stokes, which basically comes down to my parents couldn't come to a final consensus on my name, so they put the two names they chose together. So.
Yeah, well, having met your mom at the North Bay show, I thought it was maybe like an Irish thing, the Irish Rose-Erin kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily an Irish thing. I mean, I know she originally wanted to call me Roisin, which is the Irish uh,
Oh.
name for Rose, but then she
Hmm.
stuck with the classic.
Didn't saddle you with a weird spelling that you had to explain to everybody for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, maybe what she was worried about, but.
There you go. So, Rose, and I don't even want to guess your age because you know what? I looked at all your pictures and you don't age.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I said, gee, is she 12 or is she 22?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, so how long ago did you, not how long ago, but how did you get started down this musical path and end up where you are right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think my um, passion for songwriting started when I was young, like in high school, and I was always pretty musical growing up from a musical family and whatnot, as you know.
Hmm.
And then I put out my first EP, I think it was my early 20s, I want to say, which was 2014. So you can do the math anyways,
Yeah, there
but
you go. Okay.
that's when I first officially put something out,
Gotcha.
2014.
Okay, cool.
So we're 11 years now.
So that was your first album. And are you formally trained or are you just because you have a musical family, it was just something you started doing? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I took singing lessons growing up, was involved in, musical theater and stuff growing up. And then I did go to university for music and theater at Laurentian. Unfortunately, those programs no longer exist due to all the arts funding being cut, but we won't get into that today. But yeah, I did. I started with classical voice, and then I found it just a little constraining for me. So I ended up switching to jazz, but all the while was working on my own music, which is
Of
more of a
course.
singer-songwriter folk vibe. So I was always, yeah, had that parallel of working on my own music, and I did have, yeah, the Laurentian training, and then, yeah, and then recently I actually went back to school for music therapy as well.
Oh yeah, cool. Excellent. Now, did I recall correctly when we were in North Bay that you work within the school system or something like that?
Yeah, I do a few different things. So yeah, I work with kids, and then I also do some work with older adults.
And that's all with
Yeah, it feels
music,
like I
eh?
have a few different gigs, a few different jobs going on.
Hmm.
What's that?
And that's all with music, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Good
music,
stuff.
music
So,
theory.
so you are a music therapist then for uh,
Yeah, yeah. Basically, that was kind of a shift that happened during the pandemic. It was something I was always kind of keen on exploring one day, and I kind of, yeah, never had the right time. And then obviously things really slowed down
cool.
during the pandemic, and I had that time to go back to school. Um, and yeah, it's been kind of a way for me to uh, have my career be a little engage in music in a different kind of way, a more kind of
Hmm.
community relational way. So.
Yeah. Um, so that's the cool part is that you have a full-time vocation in music, and even your other vocation is still music kind of thing. So it's, you've landed in a great spot for a musician to be, I think, in that kind of place. Um,
I think so. Yeah, it still feels like I'm building things, I'm getting things going, and
Yeah, I
which
suppose.
is
I
good. So.
suppose, yeah. Yeah. But now you have your new album out, When the Sun Goes Away. And so tell us all about that, when it was
Yeah.
born and how the process was of getting it born.
Yeah, I would say a long process, and I actually put that out in 2023 technically. So I guess in music industry terms, some people might say it's old news at this point. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I would say I wrote that over a span of years. So the album I put out before that was around 2018. So it's all the songs I kind of been culminating over those years, and then recorded it partly during the pandemic as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, I recorded that with Jim Bryson, so he's in Stittsville,
Right.
and yeah, it was a pretty kind of special process. It felt pretty organic. We things kind of yeah evolved pretty naturally, and yeah, I'm not sure. Do you have any specific questions? I guess I'm
Well,
pretty focused on a lot of new material at the moment, so it's like yeah, my old.
oh, okay. Isn't it interesting how we go, eh? That we have an album that we put out 2 years ago and we're like, okay, I got to move on now.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the process, as I'm sure you know, takes so long. But the writing of the songs, by the time you get funding, by the time you record the song, by the time you put the song out, it's like, oh, I wrote the song 6 years ago, and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a different version of me. So, um,
Hmm.
yeah,
It's you brought up funding, and that's always been a bone of contention amongst musicians. And since we have now our government's budget's been approved, and we have that money going back into the organizations, and how do you find the now I think you've applied for a few types of funding to help you out with recording. How do you find that the process? Is it was it a frustrating one? Was it a one that you had to, apply a few times before you could get their attention? How did it go for you?
yeah, I think you just keep trying is what I would say. The last album got funded after 3 tries. And I've currently just sent through my third application for my next album. So I think it's just yeah, being patient and yeah, I mean you never know who's how much funding they have on any given year
Yeah,
on the
exactly. Eh?
jury, or it could be a timing thing. So I just keep trying, I suppose, is what I would say.
Hmm. So yeah, it's have you ever gone down the home recording method, or you just like to do your studio work more?
I'm pretty in kind of inspired to learn more about home recording as of late. Just I have some other kind of side projects of songs that kind of never made the cut, never that I would like to record, and if they're good, I'll
Hmm.
put them out, and if they're not, that's fine. So I am inspired to do that, but at the same time, I appreciate yeah, the process of working with someone who's, invested the same amount of hours into learning production and
Gotcha.
the
That's good.
engineering as at the same level of amount of hours I put into like honing
Hmm.
songwriting.
So why Stittsville? Why that particular studio?
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily going to to Stittsville per se. It was I had
Oh, I
made
see.
my first 2 projects in North Bay, and I think I was just looking to maybe try something new, and had a connection with Jim, with my guitarist Andrew is in another band, Somersets, and had that kind of I guess and then we gave it a try, and it all worked out. So.
Good stuff. That's awesome. Um, what's your touring plans for the for this album as far as taking it on the road? Have you started looking at that yet?
Yeah, well, yeah, the When the Sun Goes Away, I stuck mainly to Ontario. I did one short East Coast run in June.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think in the past I like to try to, to go all the way west, go all the way east, go all over. And lately I've been kind of thinking a little more of a closer to home mentality of what's, I guess, logistically plausible and
Yeah, I get it.
keeping things manageable. But at the same time, I'm kind of have a few things I'm scheming right now. I do have dreams of going to overseas and to Europe. And so, yeah,
Hmm.
right now I'm just kind of scheming things out for next spring and next summer and trying to plan ahead. I don't know if you have this problem as well. It's been kind of one of my downfalls is I have this idea and then I want to get it going and it's like, oh no, you had to have reached out to people way, way further back. So I'm trying to, yeah,
Yeah.
plan ahead.
I try to make my projects with no timing at all because it just never works out.
Yeah, exactly. You got
You
it.
know, and I thought I was a real good marketer and planner, and I had put out a new song on November the 11th. It's Remembrance Day themed, the whole deal. There's a great story behind the song. Do you think I managed to do an event or something like that? No. And then I went and I thought about all about them afterwards. So I like what you're doing. At least you're thinking about it. I'm just thinking about the idea and then I worry about the rest too late. That's my problem.
Sometimes it's okay just to do just what you can, and that's okay. It's the other
Yeah.
side of the coin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Now you were touring super extensively, like from 2015 right up until 2019, and I guess that's when the hammer fell from COVID, and uh, and that's it. So that must have been like devastating because it hasn't really recovered since then. What do you think? Has it or hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I was touring enough. I think I liked kind of the adventure of it too. And I still do, but when I was younger, I was happy to, camp on the side of the highway and, find the way of doing it most, in the cheapest
Economically?
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, people are, I think people are maybe recognizing the value of live music as being a connector and
Yeah.
based in especially in those kind of fast-paced world and so much of our connections on the internet and so yeah I don't know if I couldn't do the kind of technical breakdown if things are totally back to normal. It perhaps less people are going to shows than before. um,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know.
No
Hard to
one,
say.
no one
Sorry.
knows. No one knows. I always ask everybody about it because I'm waiting for somebody to drop that golden nugget that's going to come down. But I guess we are really in a limbo kind of place right now with it when it comes to our music and that kind of stuff. And that frustrates me, I know, and it frustrates a lot of folks too. I was
Yeah.
looking at your Facebook page and I caught a few clips of your music videos. I, it's really cool what you go through to get that production all together, and I love the Alice in Wonderland type shoot that you did. So, who comes up with all these story ideas? Is that all out of your head, or you got a collaborative effort going on?
Yeah, so it's a collaborative effort. I'm pretty lucky in that my partner is a videographer.
Oh, there you go. That's
And
handy.
then my guitarist Andrew is also does videography work, and so it's been kind of a trifecta of the three of us. Yeah, some concepts different people came up with the same way that was I think Andrew's concept. And yeah, it's kind of a cool process of building another art form, building another world, and having the art extend past just the song.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, yeah, I've been lucky to
Yeah,
have.
it was quite the production. I saw that you had rails and everything. You were doing dolly shots and stuff. I said, "Wow, that's pretty good."
Yeah, they're pretty pro.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I saw you sporting some ice fishing gear and stuff like that there in a couple of pictures. You were anxious to get back out on the ice again, or what?
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't actually ice fish, and I think maybe I did a couple times when I was a kid. But that was yeah, that concept was Andrew's idea of I think maybe honoring a Northern Ontario, something specific to Northern
Sure.
Ontario,
Yeah.
making it a little more whimsical and yeah.
Well, that's cool. It was great fun. Um, so tell me about something that you got on the go, Rose. Like, what are we going to see or hopefully see, or what are you working on for 2026?
Yeah, I mean, I have some ideas. As we said, everything takes longer than you plan.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I do have material for a new full length. So that's the one thing. So whether I can get funding or find another route of getting that going. And then, as I said, kind of a handful of older songs that never saw the light of day. So I might kind of pluck away on that on my own, see what comes of that. And then, yeah, just scheming for the spring and summer next fall, touring Ontario. I would like to go to the UK and Ireland, but I'm hesitant to
Well,
say anything.
you probably have family in Ireland then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause my mom's from Ireland, so
Yeah.
that's kind of the next dream, and I think it's like yeah, something that's very exciting to me.
I
The idea of bringing my music over there. So yeah,
yeah.
hopefully.
I think you'd go over wonderful over there. I can picture you playing there.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
That's kind of cool. So here's a question I have for you, and I don't know if you can kind of tell me your thoughts, but since you were doing this, like I said, 2015, and then COVID hits, and now you're back at it again, can you give me a comparison of playing a gig or trying to get a gig prior to the COVID, let's say back in 2015, to what you're dealing with now? What's the comparison? Like one is easier than the other, one's more difficult. What bumps in the road are you finding now that's happening?
Yeah. I mean, I think back in the day, obviously, I was still kind of emerging and fine-tuning my live show and building. Um, and I guess you could say now it's a journey, so we're always kind of
Hmm.
continuing to
Hmm.
build. Process of getting a gig. I mean, I guess there's a logistical factor of it seems like everywhere is planning further ahead, or maybe I don't know if there's more of a surplus of musicians and less venue. I mean, some venues have been shutting down, to be fair.
True.
Um, yeah, I think I'm just kind of um, trying to do things though in a way that feels fulfilling because things are changing every day and
Hmm.
there's different, so many things you could do and funnel your energy into to try to move your, music career forward or whatnot. And I think
Yeah.
playing shows feels meaningful, right? Because you're connecting face to face with people, and
Well,
so that
that's
makes
what
it.
I've been reading. Yeah, that basically that's what a lot of folks are saying is that the best thing for us is to get out in public as much as we possibly can. That, even the social media is not the answer anymore. And so, well, we're stuck in a catch 22, damned if you do and damned if you don't in that respect, I think.
I suppose.
Rose, tell the folks where they can find out more about you and your music and all that fun stuff and any socials and stuff you want to tell them about.
Yeah, I mean, so my website is roseerinstokes.com, and then that will lead you to all the different choose your own adventure if you want to end up on my YouTube channel or socials or whatnot. Yeah, pretty easy to find from there.
And then simple as that. And of course, they can find your music in all the usual places, I suppose.
Yes,
But do go to Bandcamp. That's my new thing now. I'm going to promote Bandcamp.
yes,
Big time. We're tired of not getting our fair due in that respect. Rose, thank you so much for coming on the program and appreciate having you. And I hope we get to share the stage once again someday. Who knows?
for sure. Thanks, Brian, for having me.
Thank you very much.